Today we're going to take a look at the read option in NCAA 14, and there's definitely some subtle differences that are going to make the read option this year that much more deadly. A play that I noticed right away out of the Oregon playbook is in the shotgun normal formation, and take a look at the play under the X button. This is a counter read option. Now, if you don't know already, counters last year out of shotgun were extremely effective. Now, the great thing about the demo is we only have access to 6 playbooks. Well, in the retail, we're definitely going to have access to every single play in the game. So for me, shotgun normal isn't necessarily an ideal formation that I would like to run the counter read option. So hopefully, for me, we're going to find this maybe out of a shotgun trio or a trips tight end or something like that when the full retail game comes out. And the reason I say that is because if you take a look at the shotgun normal formation, you're going to see that there's 2 receivers on the left side of the screen. Well, we have 2 pulling guards pulling to the left to the strong side of the run. So this is a good thing. You know, we can definitely take advantage of this and pick up some nice yards. But if you followed me last year, you saw me put out a play called Strong Power out of the pistol formation for NCAA 13. And there's tons of strong power run plays out of the pistol, but the one that I focused on was the strong power that was to the empty side of the field. Basically, we had 3 wide receivers on the left, and the strong power run was to the weak side on the right. This is something that I much prefer when it comes to running plays, you know, rather than having the mentality of, oh, we have 2 receivers that are blocking. Well, we also have 2 defenders. So for me, I much prefer to open the run to the weak side. Now, the thing about it is let's say that we find a formation like a shotgun trio where we've got 3 wide receivers lining up on the right and the run is to the empty side on the left. Well, the great thing about the read option is it just as effective just as is. If the defender that's covering the running back goes after the running back instead of the quarterback, we're going to be able to pick up yards no matter what type of defenders we have on that strong side. So that's just a little bit of inside information of how I like to run it. So I'm really hoping we see the counter read option in the retail game out of various sets of formations. The next play we're going to look at is a play that you can tell EA is definitely watching college football. They've added the dart read option. This is something that Oregon ran last year. I don't know to what extent. Only saw a couple Oregon games. But I definitely know that they ran this. And if you're the type of person that looks at the subtle things of plays, like every year you kind of look at plays and you're like, oh, I've seen that play before. Oh, okay, well, that's just another read option. I've seen that play before. A lot of the times, especially when the game comes out, you definitely need to take a closer look. And one of the things I like about this play is, let's say that we're running a very read option heavy offense. Well, a lot of the times now with being able to key in on who's going to get the ball, whether it's the running back or whatever, and we're able to read the defensive end a little bit better on offense. Well, our opponent might be keying in our quarterback. We might be always, leaving the ball with our quarterback and trying to take off. Well, this is the perfect play to counter that. If their defensive end or linebacker is always staying at home, as you can see right here, we have a lineman that's going to pull over to the strong side of the run to the running back. This is going to be a huge advantage when we're trying to run the ball while our opponent is trying to stop our quarterback from picking up big yards. So definitely want to add that to the read option game. As you can see here, the only way that we were able to do this last year is out of wing offset type formations. There was no guards pulling of any kind. So here we got a read option. And as you can see here, we've got a lead blocker for the quarterback on this side. And we could motion him over and do stuff like that to get some running back blocking. But this year, we don't need to tip our hand to our opponents by any kinds of motions. We have guards that are pulling and things like that that are going to make the read option that much more effective. Here, take a look at the play QB wrap out of shotgun normal. The reason why the QB wrap was considered to be a glitch by most people last year was it was just really effective. Well, take a look at the play art and take a look at the tackle on the left side of the screen. And as you can see, he's pulling to the strong side of the quarterback. This makes the quarterback run just that much more effective. Take a look at the play art under the Y button. We've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linemen blocking, and we've got the far left guard pulling to the strong side of the quarterback run. Just that subtle difference between the read option and the QB wrap is what made a lot of people think that QB wrap was a glitch last year. Great blocking is the key to success in any run play. And so I need to switch playbooks right here, and we're going to focus on a play in a different playbook that also has a nice subtle change. So now we're in the Ohio State playbook, and we're taking a look at the formation shotgun wing trio week. And each year there's going to be subtle differences to plays that are going to make all the difference in the world, whether it's a specific angle on a route in a passing play. Could be a little hitch at the beginning of the route that's going to make it unbumpable, unlike it, maybe it wasn't the year before, but that little difference in the route is going to make it that much more effective the year after. We can't just be looking at a play like a read option and be going, oh, well, that's a read option. I've seen that many times before. Let me go and look for something else. The subtle differences can make the play extremely effective. And here we got a new play under the X button called Y lead read option. And if you look close, you're going to see that we have an offensive player pulling to the strong side of the quarterback. Now, the only play that did that last year was the QB wrap, and I told you about the QB wrap, how that was considered to be the glitchiest quarterback run. Now, we don't have the option to hand off to the running back, but the play was so effective, and the reason was because of that pulling offensive tackle on the strong side of the quarterback run. Well, here we have it again, and this is going to make this type of play that much more effective. We can run a QB wrap, or we can run a Y lead read option. Now, there's auto motions with this type of run I've seen in other playbooks, different types of things that you can do with this pulling offensive player, and it's even a different type of block than you got from the QB wrap, which again makes it so that you can run the QB wrap, or if you see a specific type of defense, you can run the Y lead read option and be effective two different ways with two different types of blocking. Absolutely love the changes in the read option game. Here you can take a look under the Y button. There's a play called midline read option, and this is more of a QB blast type run. If we hand it off to our running back, it's going to be more of a sweep, and if we just keep it with our quarterback, this is a straight up the middle type run. It's not kicking it to the outside or anything like that. So if you're finding that your opponents are stacking the outsides trying to stop the quarterback with this, a player that's going to key in on the quarterback and stand up and tackle him, we can just choose midline read option and maybe get away from that a little bit. We can maybe even do a little bit of motion and stop that player that's going to attack the quarterback and pick up, maybe this is a great fourth down play, 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, right up the gut on a weak defensive line that's maybe spread out or something like that. So I really love the read option. So we're going to show just a few highlights of me running these, and you're going to see just how effective these plays can be. I can't wait for NCAA. Now, if you're the type of person that is still listening to this, that means you want to learn about the game. You've listened to me talk for a good solid 7 or 8 minutes right now just on explaining the subtleties of the read option in NCAA 14. It doesn't mean that you're on YouTube just trying to find plays and run with it. You want to learn about the game, and those are the people that I definitely want to reach. So I appreciate the fact that you're still listening. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to have a lot more stuff coming out. I'm suspecting that when NCAA drops, I'm going to have at least 3 plays for you guys day one. So enjoy, and I'll see you next time.
He has some room up the middle. And now he's got room to run. And here he goes. He's at midfield. He gets out to about the... He's got an opening. He'll take it all the way.
They're kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long...
He's at midfield. They'll bring him down. He's out to the 30. He's to the 40. Across midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. And they finally... Here's an opening. Tackle at the 46-yard. He has some room. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Got some open field. He finally goes down. He's into the open field.